You know, we here in Western New York live so close to Canada and cross over there very often for shopping or business, and they cross over here as well. But what do we do to keep our borders safe? News 4's Jordan Williams joins us now with a live inside look about a special series that you're working on. Jordan, tell us more about your investigation.
Well, I think what really got us asking questions this go around, Diana, was that foiled Canadian train plot where the guys, now 3 suspects, were accused of trying to bomb a train that was going to come potentially through Western New York, that route from Toronto down to New York City. As you know, News 4 has asked questions about border security for years. You know, Luke Moretti, Ed Drance did a series back in November looking at some of the things that Border Patrol has in place, and also Customs and Border Protection at the international bridges. And I think it's important to make the distinction. It was something that they quickly explained to me. You know, Customs and Border Protection are the officers that we see at the international bridges as we cross back and forth from Canada. Border Patrol is basically responsible for patrolling the entire area in between those bridges, so pretty much everything else. And I think it's interesting, Border Patrol based here in Buffalo is responsible for 400 some odd miles of border from Erie, Pennsylvania, all the way to Wellesley Island, which is like north of Watertown. So it's a huge area, and you know, staffing's a big issue.
And I know train travel is a really great way to travel, especially if you don't want to drive and you have a family, you want to take a special trip. Specifically about train travel, what are you looking at? Well,
we actually went out on one of the bridges here in Western New York, the one at Black Rock, and it's one of the most common places that we've seen immigrants trying to cross back and forth. Not people just coming into the U.S., but also people trying to sneak into Canada. Here along the northern border, it goes both ways. And folks may know I spent 4 years covering the southern border in South Texas, and it's an incredibly different comparison. Staffing's different, technology is very different. So certainly I think that I can bring that to the table as we look at the issues here facing, you know, Border Patrol in Western New York.
All right, very good. Look forward to your story. When does it air, Jordan?
Tonight at 5, we're talking about some of the technology that Border Patrol is using, and then at 6 o'clock, we're going to go out on the railroad bridge.
All right, thanks. Look forward to that. Let's send things over now to Emily Linehan and the .com check. Emily?